Lancelot has talked about the 10 million people employed in the creative industry. He's talked about a movie, Omogeto, that grossed about 150 million, even during the pandemic. So there's huge business here. He's also talked about the missing link. Government.
No, Omogeto, ma'am. Omogeto did your 150, 760 million. 760 million.
Okay. Okay, that's huge. That's huge. So we've talked about that. Is trying to scale up. Things have been done. The industry has been set up. We need venture capital to do things. And that another thing is we're missing personalities that ought to actually support the industry. Yes, there's an issue with government, but we need people to actually support, and we need people who buy into the local story. And also it was also talked about how organized are the people in the film industry. What is the budget? Do the film creators, do they have a business plan? They need to be very, not only creative, they also need to be very corporate. They need to be able to show the viability of what is being done. And we've also got from Dr. Sota commitment to help support Lancelot and some people in the movie industry. But what he's saying is bring out what you need, you will get the money that is needed. And not just think about government alone, but that we should be taking responsibility for what we are doing, taking advantage, being the leader in the sector. And also we talked about the coordination by Nigeria Magazine. So Kede, that's a challenge for you, and that we should keep the films authentically Nigerian or African, and that we should be bridging the gap between government, people, and the creative industry. And also the narrative, it needs to be attractive for investors. So Kede, I would call on you now to please give the closing remarks. Kede.
Well, thank you very much. Let me first of all just thank Lancelot Oduwa Imaswen for taking time out. I know you are somewhere in Bayelsa, and so for you to have dashed to the hotel to come and have an interactive session, that's very kind of you. And on behalf of Nigeria Magazine, we thank you for that gesture. And let me also thank my good friend, Dr. Okorafor. I will single him out because he usually shies away from this type of thing. But Oduwa Imaswen brought him out. And he was able to spend the whole almost 2 hours with us. So Dr. Okorafor, a big thank you for coming, and also not just listening, but also actually making very important contributions. Dr. Sota, also, you hit the nail on the head. For those who don't know, Dr. Sota is a medical doctor, not just a medical doctor, but he was one of those who wrote the Nigerian national anthem when he was a young man, actually. Well, I think he was at Ife, or UI, I don't know, but Okorafor, you also an Ife product, so you may have crossed paths. And so many other people, Paul, Niji, moderator, everyone gave a good interactive suggestion, and of course, Dr. Ege Amuso. So what I take from this is that it's not necessarily the viability. The viability is if it was not viable, Netflix would not be there. They are all about the dollar, so it's about investment on engagement, return on engagement. So they are there. There's opportunity, we agree. And at Nigeria Magazine, this is what we actually do. This is from the business angle. We had something in 2017, which was very interesting. It was a purely arts and culture event, which attracted at least 200 people in London here. And the drivers of that event were lawyers, actually, city lawyers, who come to Nigeria, buy art, and bring to the city of London. And you'll be amazed that there are major banks. I don't want to promote any bank because they have not done well for us. So major banks, I won't mention their names, here in England have African art. They're expensive. And so we know that the creative industry is not just about filmmaking, but from our own viewpoint, this conversation is going to continue. We'll take up the opportunity from the business angle to be able to take it further. But so let me, on behalf of Nigeria Magazine, again, thank everyone who participated. Our next event is in November, but let me use this opportunity to also thank those who have supported us